All right, so question of the day. How old is too old to still be into sneakers? And I don't mean I bought a brand new pair for the gym or running. No, I mean release calendars. You're locked into them. You know exactly what's coming out, when it's coming out, and you have at least probably 5 to 10 pairs circled on your calendar, especially if you're into Jordan Retros in 2025. Now, this is a recurring topic I've seen within footwear on both Instagram and then on YouTube, and I'm sure it's going to continuously pop up on Twitter as well. Now, some people assume it's beyond childish to still be into sneakers the way that, well, a lot of us may be past the age of 30. Now, do I personally think this? No, absolutely not. But I'll tell you 3 things that are childish in sneakers after age 30. Number 1, letting someone else's opinion or judgment of your style stop you from enjoying it altogether. And yes, this may include sneakers and possibly streetwear. Let's throw jerseys in there, certainly fitted hats, and so much more. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for me to actually go ahead and show you guys the brand new items that finally arrived from Richie Lee's latest drop for Richie Lee collection. So if you purchase anything, number 1, go ahead and comment down below. I'm always grateful to Richie and his team for ensuring that I'm able to enjoy items that I may really find interest in. And no, I wasn't able to get them in prior to the drop. Timing just didn't work out, but I can certainly go over them here with you. So let's go over the things I absolutely love about them. And also for the sweatpants, how are they different from previous drops? First up, the Richie Lee Collection Utility Sweatpant. You're seeing it here in washed black, and I'm wearing a size medium, and for size reference, I'm 5'6", about 135. So again, the left and middle panel will feature the brand new Richie Lee Utility Sweats. So let's start with the very first thing I like, the weight of the sweats. These have such a nice, I think, heavy weight to them, so they will certainly keep you warm. Now, as you can see in the middle on the gray pair, they will unzip. They have a placket in the middle that allows you to really drape them nicely over the top of your sneakers or any footwear you're wearing. And then they have the button snap closure. Now, I will say this, they run quite long, at least on myself at 5'6". And then the crotch area is also dropped down rather low, lower than what the traditional drape sweats did in the past. So you can see the older style on the right-hand side in that far right panel. Now with those, there was a drawstring. You don't have a drawstring on the new sweats, so I would say go ahead and keep that in mind. And then you're seeing the same utility sweatpants in gray. Now this may come as a shock to you, but I actually wear all of my Richie Lee collection sweats more than I do my Fear of God Essential sweats on any week at any given time. So these will absolutely be worn a lot, especially during this cold winter season. And then just to toss on with it, you guys are seeing one of my Christmas gifts, the Golden State Warriors jersey, Steph Curry, of course, and then a recent pickup from Hollister, a really comfortable, soft Looney Tunes basketball tee. You have a graphic on the front and the back. It was deeply discounted, and I had a coupon, so why not go ahead and indulge my love of the Looney Tunes and basketball. But again, I really do love the sweatpants. You can see how they fall unzipped on top of my Timbs, and that was something they advertised during the Richie Lee collection rollout for this drop, and I'm actually really glad they did. I think that was a great selling point for these sweatpants. Now, if you look in that middle panel there, the hoodie on top of the Golden State Warriors Steph Curry jersey, that's right, that is the brand new Richie Lee collection mohair full zip hoodie. I consider that to be the statement piece of the collection, and that was certainly the statement piece I picked out to have. So this is in gray, and I'm wearing a size small. Let me be clear, I'm wearing a size small. So the sleeves are on the longer side, but the body is a little bit more cropped. So if you're wearing a longer style tee, I think it will layer nicely, but you don't have to worry about the sleeves not being long enough. Now, one thing I also want to champion, the hood. We have a really good decent size hood here, because I hate when brands have hoods that barely cover your head. Like, you're not really protecting me from the elements. I don't appreciate that. With this hoodie, not an issue. And then it is fully lined on the inside with that double zipper, so customize it however you would like. Again, if you picked up anything from the latest Richie Lee collection drop, go ahead, comment your thoughts below. Which pieces did you buy, and how are you rocking them this winter season? Now, number 2, because this is going to be quite childish, it may rub some of you the wrong way if the shoe fits. Prioritizing sneaker releases when you still carry high interest credit card debt, especially in this economy. Do you know what that means? It means you can't afford it. It really means that you can't afford whatever it is that you may want. Now, I will keep this short and sweet. If you're chasing that next drop, but you are carrying high interest credit card debt, it means you likely haven't paid off the last want that you chose to charge on it. Maybe you're still paying off Christmas. Either way, I'm going to say it is financially childish to still be charging a card that you're already paying interest on. I mean, take a look at the fact that most credit cards right now are charging you anywhere from 20 to 30+% interest. That's what you're paying. That's just money out the door. If you're paying that, it means you truly don't have the money to afford whatever the item may be. Be an adult and stop charging the card until you've actually paid it off. And then have a plan to not charge anything that you know you cannot realistically pay off in a month's time. Is that going to suck? Yes, because you're actually going to have to tell yourself no. That's what adults do. And if you say, well, so many other people in this country carry high interest credit card debt for their wants, they're also a bunch of children. Now, it may be that no one ever educated you on credit cards and how paying credit card interest is one of the fastest ways to just let your income go out the door. And I 100% empathize with that, but we are also in an age of information. So just as much as you chase around the information related to any sneaker release that you could possibly want, please do the same when it comes to your financial stability, literacy, and future. And number 3, I stand by this being childish if you're past age 30 and very much so into sneakers. Having $0 in savings, not a dime in a retirement account, but you intend to buy 3 to 5 sneakers within the next 6 to 8 weeks. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Unless there's a trust fund with your name on it, what are you doing? The reality is most people are one devastating event away from needing thousands of dollars to survive without a main source of income available to them because they're unable to actually work and earn the money they were earning. That could be due to natural disaster, an injury, or an illness. And you may laugh and think, well, there's absolutely nobody this applies to. No, I can bet you there are certainly people this applies to. They don't have savings right now. They're past the age of 30 and they're certainly still into sneakers and streetwear. And I love that you have these wants and these passions. But it is extremely childish to put these wants ahead of your needs. Like that, please grow up if that is you, if you're in that position. Also, you can't work forever. So having absolutely nothing in retirement, not choosing to be intentional about investing and saving for your retirement, because saving alone is just not going to do it, okay? You're going to need compound interest to work as your best friend, and time is not really on your side as much as it could have been if you started in your 20s, but I would rather you start right now today in your 30s than to continue to wait and continue to put it off. There are a lot of people in this country, they are nearing the age of retirement, but they feel so insecure about actually being able to retire. So I don't want you to be in that position, and I think there are certainly actions you could take right now to put yourself in a better situation than what you are in right now. So, although you may think, well, I just want to get the pair I care about, okay, but having absolutely nothing in savings after age 30, we can't continue to do this. The only childish thing about being into sneakers after age 30 is still treating it like you're an actual child. And what I mean by that is when you're a child, you don't actually have the ability to look long term, to envision long term, what am I accountable for? When you're a child, you only feel like you're accountable to your present needs and your current wants today. That's it. I know what I need, I know what I want today. Thinking beyond that is not even really within their capacity, but it is for you once you've reached the age of 30. It's available to you before that, but I'm not saying you need to have these hard things set in place because I think we do fall into that trap in society, but I do think once you hit the age of 30, like it is certainly time to start getting your ish together. It is time to get yourself in as stable of a place as you possibly can. And once you've done that, then by all means, please chase these pairs, enjoy them. I'm going to always say within reason. I'm going to always say, please let the cost per wear make sense. I will always say, please buy what you wear and not just what you like. I'll stand by those buying principles because they certainly have really improved my behavior in terms of buying things that I end up just having to get rid of in the future. But I just want us to move more sensibly in footwear. And if this doesn't apply to you, then absolutely just let it fly. But if it does, let 2025 be the year that you start to change and improve on some things. So you should have known when the video first started. I don't think it's childish at all to still be into sneakers, but I did intentionally wear this brand new Looney Tunes basketball tee because you know what? There are some things that I will always have a love and appreciation for, and this does go back to my childhood. Like, this is actually my varsity coat from high school. Take a look at the back, okay? So I designed this. I drew this Tasmanian devil, and they were able to put this on the back of my varsity coat. So I've loved the Looney Tunes since I was, again, young. I will always love them. There's nothing childish about still enjoying cartoons and animation when you are in your 30s and beyond. It's not. And like I said, this conversation in relation to how old is too old to still be into sneakers, I love that a lot of you commented you were in your 40s, 50s, and maybe even 60s still buying sneakers, still enjoying them. I love that for you. And I think you also let others know within the comment section that they're not alone in being, past the age of 30, 35, or even 40 and still enjoying sneakers. I don't think that should ever change, so just know you're never going to be shamed over here for that. Now, doing it in a responsible way, I think that's how you really enjoy sneakers once you are older. So go ahead and comment your thoughts below. Certainly, if you're still into this past the age of 30, listen, I'm right there with you. 35. How I go about buying these pairs, that's a little bit different. I think understanding the position that I'm in and being blessed to have things in abundance also means that it's awesome to be a blessing to others when you can. So if you guys didn't catch that recent video, I shipped off 9 pairs to LA to be able to help those that are affected by the wildfires. My box in total was 26 pounds, so it wasn't cheap to be able to ship it over to California, but certainly well worth it to have a positive impact on those who are suffering right now. And I'm personally still just going to unload pairs that I already intended to sell. If I can hit certain goals with selling those pairs, then that will allow me to recoup some of that money, but also maybe be able to donate additional funds after I've set money aside for some things I have on my current to-do list. So hopefully you guys had an amazing weekend. When it comes to these Black Cat 3s, absolutely positively not. No, I did not care, and no, I don't have any regrets, and I know I won't have any regrets about not buying them. I don't even own an all triple black sneaker at this time. I have an all triple black boot that's great for the current snow that we have right now on the ground when I'm filming this, but I've never been interested in the Black Cat 3. If you are and you went for that, go ahead and drop a W in the comment section here for this video. Otherwise, please take care of yourself. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.